So far, we've looked at martingale collars, head collars, and front and back attach harnesses. And one of the problems that keeps coming up is that some of these items are not as strong or secure as we'd like them to be. Well, that's where a connector or a double-ended lead can come in very handy. A connector is just a short joiner with clips on either end, and it can be used to join any two D-rings together. The most common use is to join two collars, such as a head collar and an ordinary flat buckle collar together. So that, let's say the head collar came off, well, the lead that was attached to it would still stay connected to the dog via the connector. Some head collars are actually sold with connectors in the pack, but for safety, even if they're not, we'd always want to use at least a connector, or even better, a double-ended lead. So check with your local pet store for what they have in stock. The connector I'm using may look heavy, but it's actually surprisingly light at only 50 grams. And weight is important because we don't want to weigh the collars down or interfere with their operation, but the connector still needs to be strong enough to be secure. So always go for one that's both sturdy but light. Now, because Sam doesn't enjoy wearing head collars, to demonstrate the connector, I'll use my demo dog to join a Halti to the regular collar. And all I do is connect one end to the ring of the Halti and the other end to the D-ring of the collar. Now, always remember that when you're connecting the lead, you're going to connect it to the Halti and not to the ordinary collar, because this is what you'll be using to turn your dogs out on walks. A double-ended lead is just as the name suggests. It's a lead with a clip on both ends. And the idea is that one end, usually with the sturdier or heavier clip, attaches to an ordinary collar or harness and is used to prompt the dog if we're slowing down to stop or for safety. And the other end with the lighter clip attaches to the head collar or front attach harness and is used to turn the dog. So I can demonstrate here with Sam, who's wearing a flat buckle collar and an easy walk. And I'll just join him up. Good boy. Now, it's always best to hold the ordinary end of the lead in the hand that's closest to the dog and use the other end for turning. So to turn Sam, all I need to do is slide my hand down the lead and apply gentle pressure on the front of the harness in the direction I want to go. This way. Good boy. Now, it's important never to jerk or pull on the lead, and the hand slide helps not only give the right amount of pressure on the harness, but also give Sam a visual cue that we're turning. It doesn't really matter which way I want to turn, but if I did want to turn the other way, I'd have to swap the lead to the other side and also swap hands, but I won't do that with Sam because he doesn't like things passing across his face. With practice, your dog will learn that the hand slide down the lead and the slight tug on their collar means that they need to turn to follow. And remember to keep rewarding them for doing this and for staying close. And with time and practice, a loose lead out on a walk will become the habit. Happy walking.